Welcome back. Now, the COVID-19 lockdowns have had a devastating effect, particularly on businesses then, and a lot of those with many companies, especially small businesses, being forced to shut down or even to retrench staff. One way then for businesses indeed to try and survive amidst the COVID-19 pandemic and even post-COVID-19, in fact, is perhaps to reinvent themselves and try to become a little bit more innovative. Let's talk about this and a whole lot more now. Biz-Help CEO Sugen Pillay joins me on the line. Mr. Pillay, thank you so much for the time. Appreciate it. It can't be an easy time for businesses, and the more job losses we get, unfortunately, the more dire the situation becomes as well, doesn't it?
Yes, no, absolutely, and thanks for having me. Yeah, Biz-Help, we had to reinvent ourselves as well during this pandemic. I think a lot of companies, the companies that we represent, especially your textile manufacturers that were operating in the country for years now, had to relook at their business and diversify. And so a lot of these textile manufacturers are now producing PPE products like your face masks and that type of thing. The challenge we have, though, is that, because of all the corruption that has happened, a lot of these legitimate manufacturers have been left out of the process, and that's what we're trying to address. We're trying to create awareness of legitimate manufacturers of these products out there that are producing really good, high-quality products at very competitive prices. And so, it's quite important that these businesses are actually supported. All of them are local businesses, and it's important for them to be supported to survive this pandemic.
It gets very interesting, of course, with corruption running amok with regards to the PPE as well. It certainly hurts the sector overall, so that certainly won't help. But in trying to be innovative or reinvent yourself as a business, a lot of that requires funding and finance at this time, and it's very difficult and hard to come by. How do businesses reinvent and try to get themselves to as best as possible with minimal resources?
Well, look, we know that the demand for these products are there. I think that businesses have to promote themselves. They have to use technology, for example, to actually get the message across to their target audiences. I think the biggest problem we've had in the market because of the corruption is that prices have been hiked with these products, and the market is saturated with products that people can't have access to because of affordability. So I think one of the ways that we've advised businesses to look at is to be more competitive on the market. There's no reason for people to increase their prices by 500 and 800%. It's just not feasible. So what we've done is that we've looked at manufacturers that are producing these goods, high-quality goods that go through accreditation processes, but we've tried to keep the prices as low as possible. Obviously, you have to make money. That's why businesses exist. But at the same time, there shouldn't be greed coming into the equation because this is a pandemic and it's a human problem, and it's important that people get access to the right products at the right price.
Yeah. How do we get them, the businesses that is, to kind of know exactly where they can get the right kind of help as well? Is there perhaps places like Biz-Help that more people need to know of in order to get around and be able to find the right bit of information, data, finance, etc., to help them reinvent or innovate?
As Biz-Help, we provide support to businesses to access finance. We assist businesses to put their business plans together, to put financially viable proposals together. But more importantly, we create platforms for businesses to promote their products. So if you go to our website, for example, you'll see that there's quite a few COVID products that are advertised on the website to create awareness about these manufacturers. But more than that, I think it's important to say that a lot of these manufacturers are advised by medical practitioners out there so that all these products that they're producing are compliant with World Health Organization regulations. Because, there's a lot of fake products out in the market as well. And the danger is that if people are using the wrong product, it could lead to an increase in the spread of the virus. So it's important for people also to use the right product. And we know that some of these products, like your N95 masks and your respirators, are quite expensive. and not accessible to the man on the street. So it's important that, for example, the products that we are promoting is your surgical mask, your disposable mask, your cloth mask. These are produced according to health guidelines, and they are accessible. The pricing is not that expensive. In fact, most of these retail 50% cheaper than what you would get ordinarily in the market.
Yeah. From your lips to government's ears, we certainly hope they're listening. Sugen Pillay, appreciate the time. CEO then of Biz-Help, joining us on the line as we try to get to grips with ways for businesses to reinvent, innovate perhaps in some ways as well. Try to get themselves ahead. Post-COVID-19 gets really rough. Amidst COVID-19 is probably even tougher. If your business does manage to survive, you're going to need all the tools you can get. And hopefully you'll get help from more than just this government, which at present is certainly seeming to fail. More news after this.